Okay, so this little truck, this is I will say my new daily driver to work, and it's been like a little controversy about it, right? Because when I first got it, when I test drove it, it had the regular little tires, stock tires on it, and it wasn't lifted up, right? Yeah, that's a better, right? But when I test drove it, it was a lot faster than the other trucks I test drove. At the time at the car lot, it was GMC Sierras, Silverados, even a Durango, and another Tahoe I had tested. All newer models. I think they were all like maybe 2017 and up, right? And this is a 2019 Chevy Colorado. I was basically looking for something that was four-door and was better on gas than my old Tahoe over there, right? With the Tahoe being the V8 and heavier, it's a little worse on gas, right? So I said, well, what I had to get, I only wanted to get this because my Tahoe went down. At least I thought it was a blown head gasket, right? One day I was driving about maybe 5 months ago, and alert came on, and it started driving really bad or whatever. So I had it checked out, and he said I didn't have any compression on the number 7 cylinder, right? So he was like, he can fix it, right? But it'll be 2,700. I said, 2,700, damn, right? He says, yeah, we don't know for sure what it is, but he thinks it's a blown head gasket, right? So I pretty much just parked it, and I went and got this. I only had to put down $1,000, right? What originally the car lot wanted me to just trade in the Tahoe, right? And that would have been basically $1,000 down for this truck, right? But I was like, nah, I like the Tahoe. I got a lot of memories with this truck here, Plus, this is the LTZ model, so it has like everything, just like a Cadillac truck, except the engine, right? But when I test drove this, well, originally, like I said, I was telling my buddy that when I test drove the Colorado, it was faster than all the other trucks I tested, which didn't make any sense because it's only a V6, right? Well, I later found out the V6 in here is the same that's in the newer Camaros, right? It's the dual overhead cam 3.6 or whatever. And I'm like, dang, that's the reason why it's so damn fast, right? I said, well, because it drives more like a car. It's not as wide. I don't know if I can show you the width, but the full size trucks like the Tahoe and Colorado, I mean the Silverado and Yukon and all that stuff, and Sierra, they're wider, a lot wider than the Colorado. The Colorado is the same width as a car, right? So it kind of feels like a car. When I lifted it up, it feels more like a truck now, but I had to put an 8-inch lift on the front and a 4-inch lift in the back. But with it only being a V6, it sounds to me, I want to say like a BMW or Mazda or something or whatever, because it's only a V6, right? So go ahead, start it up for me. all it sounds like. Okay. Now, a lot of what helps this thing accelerate is the transmission. The transmission is an 8-speed, right? So this truck is actually made for off-roading, right? So I guess hill climbing or whatever else allows it to really jerk you off the line real fast, right? So I noticed it, and I had gotten to a few little quick races, block to block in city traffic, right? So I said, well, the problem is now I plan on, well, I've got the Tahoe fixed already, right? But it's back to stock, right? But it just doesn't feel as fun as this truck. This truck, like from block to block, is like way faster and way more fun, you know? Where this one feels more just like a cruiser, right? So I'm trying to figure out the difference on how much more power does this truck need to feel more like this truck, right? That's where I'm coming in. That's like kind of like the build I'm gonna do with this. So originally I end up getting a bigger 6.2 engine, and I have pretty much a combo that's supposed to be 525 horsepower from Richard Holdner. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but I got pretty much everything at the machine shop. But I've talked to a buddy of mine's, and he's telling me that I don't even need the bigger 6.2. He's saying the 5.3 that's in there can make the power needed, right? I said, well, I at least need for it to make as much power as a stock 6.2, which is a 6.2 is making like 440 horsepower, right? So I said I at least need 450 horsepower, maybe 450 pounds of torque or whatever. That plus this Tahoe has a 6-speed in there. So it has like a double overdrive and a taller first gear, which is really good, right? So hopefully in time, the new build on the Tahoe is going to pretty much equal or be as fun as the Colorado, right? So I technically don't know how fast this thing is because it's got a speed limiter on it that only allow you to go to 98 mile per hour, right? But you zoom up to it so fast, right? So I said, well, let me check on Google. So on Google, it says this thing is doing like a 6.0 or a 6.1 0 to 60 time, right? So I said, well, that's what it is. I mean, it's super fast acceleration, right? Whereas my Tahoe, the year model, this is only a 2009, but the Tahoe is only doing like a 7.0. It's basically a full second slower than this one, right? And I said, well, that's pretty much the difference right there. You know, once the Tahoe is going, yeah, it's fast. It doesn't have any limiter on it. I can easily do like over 100 miles per hour just cruising, you know. This one has a speed limiter that won't let you go past 98, right? So that's supposed to be the difference between the Colorado and say the Camaro. The Camaro has a more racy electronic tune to it, and the Colorado has the tune where it's detuned. Everything is moved down in RPM, but same identical engine, same cams, exhaust, everything, right? So that's why I was like, oh, okay. And they over 300 horsepower, so that's a lot with a V6, you know, bone stock on 87 octane, you know. So what I would do right now, I have my little brother in there right now, just starting up and revving the engine, but I guess I'll show all around, and then I'm gonna make a second video, and the second video is basically be showing the Tahoe, right? So this is basically part one. You come out, Cree. No, leave it on, it's okay. It's all stock. This is the lowest model, which is the LT model, right? This is basically the lowest model I can get, right? Yeah, I'm recording this before I go to work. Then I'm gonna post it up on Facebook. I might put it on my YouTube page also. Yeah, I have much wider off-road tires on it now, and it actually helps it grip better to take off when I hit the throttle compared to the stocks was only 7-inch wides. I think they were 17 by 7s, and these are 22 by 11, I believe, or 22 by 12 actually. Yeah.